What do you want to say, bro?
I mean, I agree a lot with what Mo said. I mean, just objectively with this season, last year, I think it was 14 points between third and fourth. This season, there's 15 points between first and second, but there's 5 points between second and third, which means that Arsenal may not finish in second place. And then there's 5 points between third and seventh, which means that the team in third could fall completely outside of Europe. The team in third place right now could be playing in Conference League. The team in third place is Newcastle. So this idea that this season has been shit is bullshit, because this season is more competitive than last season, because there's more teams in the mix to accomplish something this season than there was in the season prior. If Liverpool win every single game from now until the end of the season, it would be the 6th highest point tally in the history of the Premier League. The only teams that would be above them would be 04-05 Chelsea, twice Liverpool, and twice Manchester City. So that's only 3 teams that would have finished with a higher point tally in the history of a 38-game Premier League season.
Mike, you're spot on when you say that. What's happened is this. When I say it's not been as entertaining, I saw a tweet from someone yesterday. I didn't reply to it. I just looked at it. Chelsea won, and I think he said something along the lines of the timeline is dead. And I think that's played a part of it. There's this element of the Man United today, we're awful. Spurs are awful. Chelsea have fallen off. Even with Arsenal falling out the title race, because the banter's already been done, we're in the business end of the season, and there ain't much left to say. And I think people are looking at that, plus their team's not being very good. And I think that's a massive percentage of the people that watch Premier League football. What I mean by that, we already know that between our two clubs, you're looking at 60% of the entire Premier League audience.
Yeah.
So I think what's happening, you then throw Chelsea and Arsenal and Spurs into that, you're probably looking at and City, you're looking at like 80% of the league's viewers. Most of them have checked out because it's already done. And I mean, no disrespect to Newcastle and to Forest and to Villa and Fulham. They're just minute in comparison to the conversation. So I think people are confusing those two things,
Terry,
if that makes sense.
But also, if Liverpool win out, right, and we end with 94 points, I know we're only halfway through the decade, but we would have won the Premier League season in any year in the 2020s so far. Now we're halfway through, but the highest point tally in this decade is Manchester City with 93 in 21-22. We end with 94, we would have beaten them that season. So to sit here and put any kind of stuff, but regardless of that, it's been an unbelievable season. There have not been 15 points of errors from anyone. Every team has been slighted in any way that you can think of. We were given a 5% chance at the beginning of the season. So the fact that we were given a 5% chance, we had a new manager come in, and then he walked the league, right? We won it by 15 points at the day that we won it. To me, that is just beyond impressive. That's beyond any expectation. I personally don't know any Liverpool fan who said that we're going to win the league. Even like 5 games into the season, I don't think anyone sat here and said, hey, we're going to win the league. We all said, wait. Let's get through this period where we have to play City and Leverkusen and Real Madrid. Let's take our time. And then once December came, it was like, okay, maybe we can actually do this. And funny enough, even though I've been super critical at the turn of the year, we've actually had more points in the second half of the season than we did in the first half of the season. Yet our football doesn't even look as good. And then everyone sits here every week and they say, I mean, look how shit our strikers are. One of them is a bag of glass and the other one can't hit the broadside of a barn. And then people sit here and they say, we need to
score more goals as well.
Do you know I would say, Mike,
in spite of that.
Mike, there was a few people that said that don't let Terry try and control the narrative. It's not about controlling the narrative. I agree with everything Mike said about how good this Liverpool team are. What I'm talking about is this, that I think there is a distinction between the league not being entertaining for a massive percentage of the Premier League's audience this year because their teams have been crap. That doesn't equate to Liverpool being bad champions. So anyone who thinks I'm trying to twist the narrative to be disrespectful to Liverpool, I'll be honest with you, you're probably drunk because you're celebrating, but you've completely misunderstood what it is I've said. I also think what probably hasn't helped with and when I say entertainment, not just the football on the pitch, I'm talking the way fans react, is that you guys on here only 3 weeks ago, it was like being at a funeral. There hasn't been the sort of vitriol. Like Liverpool fans have kept, rightly or wrongly, it's your club. I've got no say on this, but there's been very few games this season where you guys have come on and been, yes, we won. It's all been, yep, we've won. We're going to the next. But it's been very
City
quiet.
did it to us, Terry.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's just been very, that element has been quite quiet. I'm going to go to Kel in a minute because obviously big game for City today. But Sam, you're champions today, bruv. You smashed up Spurs in the process. Salah breaking more records as well. You must be very, very happy with the second title you've seen in recent years. Liverpool on the up and up. Talk to me.
I'm on violence this summer. I'm on violence. If you want to talk to me, show your trophies this season. If you want to talk to me, show me your trophies this season. Anybody that is trying to downplay this title, show me your trophy. Show me your trophy. Because right now, there's a lot of teams that will be absolutely... When the kings of England are talking, nobody else talk. When the kings of England are talking, nobody else talk. Most successful team in England. That's my club. That's what we're flexing. That's this club. Liverpool FC, most successful team in England. Listen, I said it from
thank
November,
you, everybody, for tuning in to the Football Terrace. We'll see you all again.
No, I never said that, Terry.
I know Man United fans are burning right now.
I am.
But listen, we've been waiting.
You know what the problem is? They used to sing, come chat with us when you're 20. Now Terry, who's a Man United fan, is saying, why are you flexing the 20th? Celebrate yourself. Like they used to sing that in the stadium. I used to watch it.
When did I say that? Don't flex it. When did I say that? You used to
be a season ticket holder.
Hang on, used to go to the stadium. When did I say Liverpool can't flex what they've won?
Yeah, you just said celebrate, don't talk to other rivals in the beginning of the show.
No. What do you mean?
You literally in the beginning of the show said celebrate, don't talk about the 20th or your flexing 20th.
No, that's not what I said. No, that's not what I said. I said, part of my opening monologue, I stated that someone asked whether you can retain it. Can you get one more? Will you do this? And I said, today isn't the day for that. Today's the day for celebrating.
Not the day.
That's what that's what I was talking about. I didn't say they shouldn't celebrate and flex what they've won. That's not what I said. You must have misheard me.
Today is not the day, but also the fact is that look, there'll be plenty of time for rivals to come at us and us to go back at them. We should just enjoy today, man. Enjoy today. Enjoy the season. Enjoy all the hard work, the everything that the club, and from down to from the tea ladies, Carol and Caroline, all the way to Arne Slot and above. Everybody should be enjoying today, and we'll see. Well, that of course people are always going to come at us and say stuff like, poor league. If anyone who wants to run the numbers, they can do the numbers. They can see this.
No one cares. Why are you still here? Why are you here?
What I also said earlier, I hope Mo heard this bit, was everyone who's saying they don't care, they care. You don't mention it unless, again, I have the same energy. Everyone who tells me my club's irrelevant makes me know we're not irrelevant. We're irrelevant the day you stop saying we're irrelevant. So, no, I hear you. Sorry, back to you, Rack. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so I'm happy for myself. I've got a bottle of champagne in the fridge. Just put it on ice just now, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I see that finger, Terry. I see that finger.
Mate, I'm going to join you. We came back against Bournemouth today, so I'm buzzing as well, mate. I'm buzzing.
And I'm here for that. Look, there'll be plenty of time for us, because we all know football goes in cycles. In a few days, in a few weeks' time, people are going to come back and they're going to say, you know what, you've only won 2 Premier League trophies, like they did a few weeks ago when they said, oh, you're the same as Leicester, you're the same as Blackburn. They'll move the goalpost. Exactly. So we can't control that. All we can control is what we do and how we celebrate and how we find this moment. I've been enjoying it. I've been loving it. And you can't take that away from me, because we as fans, and I'm going to say, like, whether you're from Liverpool or not, or even just fans in general, nobody really wants to win a trophy when you can't celebrate it, right? And we had that taken away from us during COVID for good reasons. Don't get me wrong. Now is our time, and you can't take it away from us.
No, you simply
also,
can't.
One more thing as well. Liverpool were top of the league for how many days? We didn't bottle it. I just want to say we got the job done.
I think there was only 5 days this season where we weren't top of the league. So
Yeah,
No, because my team was undefeated for a long time, so we
but
were.
Man United were top of the league,
So we capitulated in like
for one
November.
day. We were top of the league for one day,
So.
first game of the season.
But
So
once that happened, you guys.
Man United were top of the
Maybe
league
how
more
long
than
is it?
Arsenal.
one day, no, we were top of the league more than Arsenal this season. I want to say just on Mo's thing about what I said. If I did say that, right, or maybe I did, I must have misworded the sentence because that's not what I mean. So maybe Mo heard it. Some people were saying Mo's right. Some people saying Mo's
I think
stirring.
Mo was staring. I think Mo was staring.
No,
Bro,
but even
bro.
but I might, in Mo's defense, even though I'm putting myself in it here, if that's what I said, that ain't what I meant. I must have. I'd like to hear it back. I mean, say, Liverpool today should absolutely be rubbing it in people's noses. So if I said
Thank
something,
you so much.
if I did say something to the contrary, I've misspoke. I did not mean that. I've misspoke. So I'll apologize for something that I may not even have said, because I want to make sure the right message that I believe is out there. When you win trophies, you celebrate. Like Man United, if we picked up the Europa League this year, I'm not going to forget how crap our season's been. I am celebrating it. Care not what anybody says. Liverpool have got zero reason not to celebrate. Winning a league is the hardest thing to do. It's harder than winning a Champions League. It's harder than winning. It's harder than cup competitions because of how consistent you have to be for 38 games. I've always believed that. So look, Liverpool should be celebrating massively.
Yeah, guys. Big up all the chat. Big up everyone who's a Liverpool fan. 20 times we done it. This was amazing. It was amazing to watch it and see it in front of the fans. Some of the big guns like your Salahs and your Virgils and your Robbos, and your Alis and your Trents, they deserved it. They deserved it so much to see that in front of the fans. It was a hard slog, but it is what it is, and it's what team puts in front of you, and we did the business. That's like 11 titles in my lifetime now, and that's 2 Premier Leagues in the last 5 years. Let's just keep on doing it. Like, got the taste for it now. Like, this is something we've deserved for a long time. We've been terrible for years, and then Jurgen comes along, gets us back working again, and now Arne Slot has picked up Jurgen's team and won a title in his first season. Massive, massive respect. Unbelievable work by FSG to get Edwards back. Unbelievable work by Edwards to get Arne Slot in. Unbelievable work by Arne Slot to then bring a lot of his people from Feyenoord to keep the continuity, and just incredible work to keep Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk for another 2 years. You'll never walk alone. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I hear you, mate. And as you say, the last time you did it, the fans weren't there, and that's a really important part. See ya. We're getting a lot of echo from you, bruv. I'm just gonna, I don't know, unmute yourself for a second because I'm gonna look at your mic settings because it might just be one little button. If you can you unmute yourself? Because I can't unmute you, and I can't go into your mic settings. See ya until you unmute yourself. No, it's, yeah, I'm not too sure. It's on the right settings. If you can just find some earphones or something, that'd be wicked, brother, and we'll hear from you. But as you say, you weren't in front of the fans last time, and it does feel, and I'm sure the players will say it, that it feels different this time to doing it behind closed doors and just celebrating in front of a few cameramen and stuff like that. So congratulations on that.